Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando nesikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisi-support njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. IsiZulu alikho isoka elingenasici. Kungenzeka na ukuthi uGeneral Mkhwanazi esenze le media briefing ngomhla ka-6 kuJulayi 2025 wakhuluma wonke amaqiniso, wasitshela zonke izinto ezenzakalayo, wasitshela ngokubambisana kwezigebengu kanye nama-officials kanye ne-senior police management. Kungenzeka na ukuba naye kukhona ubugebengu noma i-corruption anayo na? Evikini eliphelile kunendoda la abathi uKelvin, ngazi noma Mathibeli angisikhumbuli kahle isibongo sakhe. Kuvela indaba zokuthi kureyide amaphoyisa la asebenzela khona. Bekune video ke biseculator, kodwa ke ngi-interested kakhulu odabeni lwe-interview abenayo lo mfo uma ekhuluma nabezindaba. Uveza ukuthi i-team kaGeneral Mkhwanazi okuyi-PKTT isebenza njengale team lokwakuthiwa iKhethomen, okusho ukuthi abasebenzi ukubopha esikhathini esiningi, bayabulala. Futhi kunabantu abaphuma bazi ukuthi babulala, hayi ngoba labo bantu labo kuthiwa bazolwa back namaphoyisa. Kodwa kufike kwashaqisa kakhulu okusho ile ndoda engizokucaphunela khona ilokhu akushilo ukuthi uGeneral Mkhwanazi is captured. Ingakho ngibuza ukuthi kungenzeka na ukuthi esekhulumile yena kangaka wasitshela ngakho i-corruption, kungenzeka na ukuba nayo captured, bakhona abantu abamcaptureile na? Kodwa ngale ukuthi ngikhuluma into eziningi mina ngicela uzwe la.
So you've mentioned two things here. You've mentioned a reliable source calling you 10 minutes before these officers arrived at your family residence, yes, where your sister is currently staying. And you're saying that this person warned you to leave because you are going to be assassinated. You are going to be assassinated. Yes. Then you speak about this fraudulent warrant of arrest. Yes. What do you think the motive is here?
Okay, this is what has been happening, Zanda. I've been harassed by police in KZN. I've been bullied for a number of years and I've been silent.
Why?
Okay, one, you know, there are people. I think, let me say this to you. If you remember very well, on the July 6th, when General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi was addressing the public, he mentioned that he is working with private security sector.
Yes.
He mentioned that, it's his word. I'm not lying. Now, General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is working with those people. He's captured by private security sector who are our competitors. As a result, it's been going on for years. I've got a lawsuit currently of 15 million rand.
Against
Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, SAPS as a whole, but he's one of the respondents. It's a case that dating as back as 2023. Like I said, that they, General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi give these people or his people to come and seize all my weapons.
Sizoqhubeka nale video kodwa ngigwema ukuthi angaza khuluma into eningi lo baba ngoba iphathi yokuqala nje ayivezayo ebalekile ukuthi uGeneral Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is captured by a private security company, a competitor yakhe lo baba. So he believed ukuthi yena utreatwa, he's being ill treated. Ukusho ukuthi i-competitor yakhe isebenzisa amaphoyisa ukuze im-intimidate noma imphazamise ekusebenzeni. Lokho nje kukodwa ibalekile le ngxenye ayishoyo lo baba. Asiqhubeke naye sizwe kabanzi mayelana nalo capture kuka Provincial Commissioner waKwaZulu Natal.
So you are claiming that General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the KZN Police Commissioner, is doing the bidding for private security firms that are your competitors in the province, which is why you are saying you have a target on your back. Am I understanding you correctly?
Not only that, including very notorious taxi people He doesn't work for mainly for these private security sectors. He's working with taxi people that have been targeting me.
Who are those people?
Well, for now, we didn't want to mention people's name, but there are people that whom have been bullying me as well, myself as well. The same people. They've tried. There are a lot of hits that have been put on myself. I can count number of those, whereby one of the most recent one, which was plotted against me, was for me to be assassinated on there was assassination planned on the 15th of May 2024 by the same people.
Why are you, I mean, this competition, what is at stake here?
In fact, they are bully. I must tell you that the same way that Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is a bully, they are bully.
Why do you say Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is a bully?
He's a bully.
Many would say, oh, your timing is quite convenient. Maybe you've been sent to try and change the narrative against Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. What would you say to that?
I've been saying for a number of years, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is a bully who at some point will even want to tell who he must marry probably. Because the problem is here. My problem sometimes becomes my clients that I'm protecting. I've got a couple of clients that are the victim of the policing in KZN. That happened in, I mean, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is able to issue an instruction to kill people. Some of their operation, they even secure mortuaries before they go and do an operation because they know that what happened is that they are planning to go and kill.
Yeah, but eating abankulu ngabisazeke. Bengisathi kusekuncane mayisathi uGeneral Mkhwanazi is captured by a private security company. Kodwa manje uthi usebenzela nama families labantu abasatshwayo lapha emateksini. Kunama families aphinda wasebenzela uGeneral Mkhwanazi. Ukusho kwalendoda ithi lendoda mayichaza la ukhipha instruction atshela ama members wakhe ukuthi awayobulala abantu abathize. Akuwona amaclaim amancane lawo. Claim yangempela le. Efuna ngempela ukuthi uma kungathiwa lo muntu ufika kwi-commission noma ufika esigabeni esinjengenkantolo ufuneka produce evidence angempela ngoba ukwazi ukukhuluma kanje qeda ungabukhiphi ubufakazi. Lokhu nje kukodwa ekuyathusa. Asicaphuna ingxenye yevideo yakhe futhi ngicela uzwe.
You outlined several things. You've spoken about how Mkhwanazi is hot-spotted. In other words, he is doing the bidding on behalf of several business interests and those in the private security industry. But I'm very interested in knowing perhaps the details of what you say is the political killings tossed him in many ways becoming a weapon that is being used by the top cop in KwaZulu-Natal.
Look, let me be straight to you, Zanda. PKTT has now become a hit squad that is recruited by, or that has been used, rather weaponized by people's opponents or business people in particular. Of course, on the instruction of their boss, the men who control them, who give instruction to them.
Who is that man being?
Is the commissioner. One of my clients, like I'm saying to you, one of my clients, General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi called one of my clients, so it was somewhere in June this year. He called one of my clients.
Last year.
Yes, sorry, last year. He called one of my clients to the meeting. The same client that was arrested there. And when he went to the court...
Would this not happen to also be another taxi boss
of
in
course,
KZN?
Yes. He called a meeting through Santako that my boss, this client of mine must go and meet him at 12 o'clock. And he left early for the meeting. As he left early, 11:30, PKTT concealed their face. They get into the house, they point firearm to the family. They were making his security officers to lie on the floor, pointing firearms, harassing the family of this man. Then they got away with it. Was there such warrant for that operation? There was nothing. And when you confronted him during their meeting to say, there is this operation, what did he say to him? He said, there is this operation that just happened now. As
this
I'm coming
meeting
to
was called by who? Who is this meeting between?
Meeting was called by General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.
With your client?
With my client and also the owners of the Dolphin Coast. Owners. Yes, Dolphin Coast Taxi Association owners. He called that meeting between them. He used the chairperson, Santako, Ubabzondi, to call this guy, to call him into the meeting. While he's going to the meeting, In fact, the plan was to assassinate him.
This client of
This
yours.
client of mine.
Why?
He left early. They've been targeting him for a number of years. Mainly because, once again, there are these bullies who happen to be the friends of Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, who have captured him to a sense that he can do anything for them. He's been protecting. There are a lot of people who died. A lot of families today, we've got widows in KZN that are killed by these people in the taxi industry. These people, they enjoy the protection by Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. He knows what they do. He knows their operations. Their names are mentioned all over in a lot of killings. What can he do? He's done nothing about those people. So, and this guy's been targeted for. One of the incidents happened.
But does he get directly paid? Do you have evidence of Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi benefiting unduly so in any particular way?
Well, I think for now, as they've always said that they've got their own investigation, they're doing their investigation. So for now, I'll keep quiet. But I'm ready to go. I think one of the reasons that I will have requested to go and appear before the Madlanga Commission,
yes,
is for this reason.
You've written to the Madlanga
We've written to the Madlanga Commission. We've requested to appear before the Commission because we will see where it's going. I mean, this is what it is. And unfortunately, South African, we are a country of events. We are taken by a moment of events, of lies for that matter, and we clarify what we're not supposed to be clarifying.
I mean, you
Chilo Baba, this thing has been going for years. Ayikho into ebaluleke njenge timing. Timing is everything. Uma ngabe this thing has been happening for years, kungani engazange wayireporta lento? Yes, une lawsuit. I lawsuit anayo ngoba bathatha ibhamu zakhe kodwa akaza ayireporte noma kume nabezindaba indaba nje le yokutargetha kwakhe ukuthi kunabantu abafuna ukumbulala yonke lonto le kungani ayikhuluma manje. I-concern yami le ukuthi kungani eyikhuluma manje. Umunye umbuzo omuhle obuzo uZiyanda Ngcobo la ukuthi njengoba uthi uMkhwanazi uyabenefita unabo na ubufakazi bokuthi impela uyabenefita. Usazophinda ubuze lo mbuzo ngizokucaphunela ngoba ngifuna ukuthi uyizwe impendulo yakhe kodwa ngithuswa itiming yalo baba. Eyintweni zonke ezishiwoyo akukho esikuvumayo akukho esikuphikayo kodwa timing yakhe. Sonke lesikhathi ubengakhuluma ngani. Uma izindaba ezingaka zokufa kwabantu yina yenziwe. Akekho na kuyilist yalabantu laba athi uMinister Senzo Mchunu bakhuluma naye bamtshela ukuthi bahlukunyezwe iPKTT labethi bawu8 bazofaka ama-affidavit wabo. Ngabe labantu akhuluma ngabo abanenkinga zamatekisi zezimpi zamatekisi abanenkolelo yokuthi uGeneral Mkhwanazi is captured by is association ethize bese isebenzisa amaphoyisa ukulwa lezo zimpi kuze kubulawe bona ematekisini. Uma ukucabanga nje lokho kuhlangana phi nePKTT ngoba it's political killings. Into ebhekwe iPKTT is political killings, not indaba ze-taxi violence. Ikhona ama-unity are responsible for i-taxi violence. Angimphikele uGeneral Mkhwanazi kodwa ngibuza ukuthi indaba yamateksi nePKTT kuhlangana kanjani? And uma ngabe ekubona lokhu kwenzeka iziphi inyathela azithathile kungani ekhethe ukuvela manje kwabezindaba? Ekwelo suit uyifake ngoba amaphoyisa athatha ibhamu zakhe kodwa akakwazanga ukuvula icala for ukuthi naba abantu babulala abantu kanje. Kahle kwenzakalala. Ithi ngicaphunele ivideo yakhe yokugcina uze ukuthi uthini mabembuza ngendaba ukuthi yini benefit uGeneral Mkhwanazi kuzo zonke lezenzo yena azibalayo.
I want to take a step back, actually, because you've spoken about a lawsuit that you have against the KZN South African Police Service, in which Mkhwanazi is one of the respondents. What is that in relation to? Because from maybe someone sitting at home, they could be saying, this guy's a liar. He's probably involved in criminal activities, and you're here to just disparage the name of Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi because, maybe you are also one of those that is doing exactly what you're saying Mkhwanazi is doing.
Okay. Let me say this to you. what happened is this, as I was still mentioning earlier on to say, they took my firearm in 2023 November. Immediately after that, they came to my offices. It was 13 firearms they took. They came to my offices. They did an audit of firearms, everything. We were all compliant.
As a private security
As a private security, yeah. There is the regular Firearm Control Act that controls us as to how we must be able to, what guide us on how the compliant means and how we must remain compliant with the laws of, which is the law that regulates all of us. They came to my office. They did the audit, but before that, there were 3 audits happened to my businesses, or my business premises in Durban, that took place consecutively within the month of September, October, before that arrest. Now, what would have happened is that after they found that we are compliant, then the instruction was given, unlawful instruction was given to seize all our firearms.
Instruction given by?
By Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.
To who?
To his generals, including the people responsible for firearms.
Okay.
To take all our firearms. Unlawful instruction. Then we wrote a letter to him, National Commissioner, the former Minister Bheki Cele, who always ignored our correspondence. And we told them that we are aware what we are doing is unlawful. We are not going to cooperate with the unlawful act that you are doing of wanting to seize our firearms, because we are aware that you are working with private security. Well, we didn't say that, but we said we are aware that we are targeted because of our competitors. So that has always been in our letters.
And these competitors include this notorious family that you're speaking about, that it's a notorious KZN taxi owners.
Of course they are included in this.
So, but does he benefit?
Well, of course, maybe closed doors. Behind the closed doors.
So you don't have any evidence
I
of that?
I wouldn't want to talk about that at the moment.
Why wouldn't you want? You're making disparaging allegations against him. So there would have to be a direct correlation or a direct way in which he benefits, either through maybe someone paying for his upkeeping, physical money, or in other ways that maybe PRECA would actually outline.
I'll say this to you, that he does it. It is what he does. And
to benefit what exactly? What does he stand to gain?
He knows how he maintains his relationship. So therefore, I wouldn't necessarily say that what he benefits, he knows what he benefits from.
Where do you get this information from? If you don't say you've got any tangible evidence, he knows how he benefits.
Well, remember I spoke about the things that are happening. I didn't speak about exchanges of monies. I don't speak about exchanges of his benefits. I'm telling what is happening, which is well known, by the way. It's well known that if you were to go and do your research, you'll find out what I'm saying is the truth.
Ayikho ke into enzima njengale ukuthi athi umuntu he's benefiting. Mase kuthiwa chaza kanjani? Sekuvela impendulo ethi uyazi yena ukuthi ubenefita kanjani. Hawu. Ndodo sokhulume kangaka phela siza thina phela sizokwazi ukuthi nansi into eyenzakalayo, okanye lo muntu udinga ukuthi useyajika manje sethi akulalela into ayishilo, akazange yena ethi kunemali ayithola noma kunama benefits akawatholayo. Lo muntu uguqula istatement sakhe khona la iduze, uthe he's benefiting, sakuvuma lokho. Manje uthi azangasho yena ukuthi his benefit kunama benefits akawatholayo, kodwa ke angeke asebenze mahala. Nakhe ngikwaziyo mina ukuthi angeke azasebenze mahala, angeke avume ukusetshenziswa abama-taxi kanye ne-private security company bamsebenze mahala kungekho into ayibenefita direct uma ngabe uyasetshenziswa. So lo baba lona kufanele anikwe ithuba. Ngiyafisa ngathi iMadlanga Commission ngamnika ithuba imbize azochaza kabanzi, ngoba Commissioner Spies ethola ubufakazi bakhe phambi kweMadlanga Commission ukhulumile ngeCalvin Security. So ngiyacabanga ukuthi mhlambe bangamnika ithuba naye ukuthi achaze. Sasinethemba lokuthi uma kufika uPaulo Sullivan mhlambe uzomayifika kuMadlanga Commission alethe ubufakazi abeke phambi kweCommission. Lokhu ngikusho ngoba kulula ukwenza ama-allegations, inkinga ukuwasupporta. Kulula kabi kwenza ama-allegations, ziningi kabi into ayishilo lo baba. ezifaka uGeneral Mkhwanazi ne raid lathi yenzeke emzini wakhe uyazibuza nje okay iPKTT ingene kanjani ngoba iNewsroom Africa ikhulumile nokhulumela amaphoyisa eKZN wavuma ukuthi bahambile bayo raid emzini lomuntu nabo bathole kamumva ukuthi iwarrant of arrest beyi fraudulent but benza investigation yabo manje ukuze bathole lo muntu wayefika emaphoyiseni kodwa akukho la kuthiwa khona lo muntu ofeke uGeneral Mkhwanazi straight kwawuyena wakhipha instruction ukuthi akiyo emzini walo umsuka ngani ibuphi ubufakazi azothi cha ngiyazi ukuthi labantu bathunywe nguye nanokuthi hayi lena ipolitical killing stars team kanjani ngoba phela lana lokudaba olithinda indaba zepolitiki futhi ugada ama client amanye wama taxi ngoba khona i-team ye-taxi violence kungane engakhulumi ngayo ngoba iyona team responsible for indaba zezimpi zamateksi mina umbuzo wami ukuthi ipolitical killing stars team ihlangana kanjani nendaba ze-taxi violence ngoba yebo ngiyezwa ukuthi ama-client wakhe ilawo baba ama-taxi mhlawumbe uyilama security laba abagada ama-owner siyavuma-ke kodwa ihlangana kanjani i-taxi violence ne-political killing stars team okanye noma imapha amaphoyisa ayalelwa uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi awufika abulale njengokusho kwakhe mina ngishilo wasekuqaleni nathi asimphikele uGeneral Mkhwanazi kodwa uma lo babe ngasisiza ngobufakazi kungaba ngcono ukuze nathi sizokwazi uZiyanda Ngcobo uthi bamxhumene noGeneral Mkhwanazi wathi hayi ngoba lo muntu useze wamqonda personal uzomthathela inyathelo ngokomthetho sizolinda ke sizwe ukuthi ikona kuphi obothi kuyenzeka angibambe le video bengithi nje angikwazise lento ezenzakalayo ngale kwalokho mina nawe asidibane kwi video elandelayo ngiyabonga kakhulu.
This